what's up? So, yeah, I've been playing One Piece, and I did pretty well with this deck, so I'm here to talk about it. So, I will do more Yu-Gi-Oh content. It's just hard to now, hard locally, because there's almost nobody playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Fucking, like, a lot of people quit to other card games because the format fucking sucks that much ass. So, like, it just sucks, but, I mean, like, once the ban list happens and people start playing, I mean, I will play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I do enjoy playing that card game, too. So, yeah, like, I do enjoy playing this, too. One Piece is a fun game. I recommend people to play it. It's a lot slower. Games don't end in, like, 2 turns, so it's pretty cool. But, I mean, like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that, too. So I do enjoy that aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, let's see. We got... Oh, you play 4 of Son Goku's. He's the Searcher. It's different from One Piece from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the sense that... You look at your top 5 and you grab whatever, like... Where in this case is Warlords. Like, you grab a Warlord card. It's good. It's a Searcher. Like, yeah. Jinbei, he's like the solid soldier of the deck. Or you could just special one from hand. And yeah. The counter here is really good too. So 1k, 1k. Like 1k is like whatever. His on-field effect's the most important part. You only discard if you have to. I play 4 Law. I like Law's effect where like you could bounce to hand and your opponent has to shuffle one to the bottom of the deck. I do like how when he leaves the field, because Boa's effect is when a card leaves the field, you draw a card if you have 5 or less cards in hand. So like, if your opponent has like 6 cards and you have 4, you just bounce this to your hand. Your opponent loses a card and you draw one. So like, so you get like a lot of advantage off that. Let's see. I play 4 Geckos. So Gecko like kind of like recycles all your stuff back. So what makes this deck really, really good is that you have a lot of 2k counters. So you have like 12 or 13. Like, so it's like I have like a fuck ton. But what makes this good is that you could just add it to your hand and you could have counter for you to protect your board or protect your life. Like, this card's just really, really good. I was playing 2 for a little while because by itself it doesn't do much. But if you're discarding cards from your hand, like, it does not feel as bad. So, like, yeah. Speaking of cards you discard, I do play, there you go, buddy. 4th Crocodile. He's a 5k 2 cost, so, like, honestly, he has a good stat line, and fucking 2 power. I don't really care about his effect too much. I just like the fact that it's, fucking 2k and 5,000 attack. Don't worry, guys, I'll get this Mihawk shiny, I promise. But, yeah, I got 3 Mihawks. He's a Warlord, too. The Dawn effects, like, I rarely use it. It's, like, mostly just to cycle stuff out from your hand. But, I mean, overall, like, this is just solid. I do play, 4. This is probably the best card in the deck to summon with Jinbei. Probably next to the Weevil, but I don't like Weevil and, yeah, I'll show you Weevil. Yeah, it's this guy. I don't like Weevil in this deck specifically, just because like you do play a lot of no counters too, but and like you don't want to draw more no counters if that makes sense. So like if you're gonna play a no counter card, I feel like you need something impactful, and that card, while it's good, is not impactful enough. That card's like infinitely better in like Doflamingo, the blue Doflamingo. So yeah. But this card, like, you could just manipulate what you're gonna draw. So if you're going to draw nothing but 2Ks, you could just use Boa to draw. If you need your removal, you could top deck your removal and just draw into it. Or not even draw into it. Like, you could draw it and then fucking, your next turn you're going to get your Gravity Blade or your Gum blah blah blah. So fucking, you just go and just bounce that fucker out. And let me see. Ooh, and I will get this SP, bros, so don't worry. So, let's see. For Boas, Boa is really good. He's actually really busted. You're able to freeze and pop a 1k. So, like, those searchers, like these, there's like searchers that rest themselves. You could use this to, like, pop it So it's like a 2-for-1 value, and you get removing a card from field too. So like if you have 5 or less cards, you get to draw again. So the non-attack, besides Luffy, keep that in mind. Lore reasons. Those spoilers, guys. So like yeah, so pretty much except Luffy, it doesn't work on, but like they can't attack for that turn, which is really really good. So you could have like a Zoro on field, they can have a Zoro, and then you could play this Boa, and they can't attack that turn. So it's really really good. Okay, so for the non-warlords, I played 4 of this. I was talking with, shout out to CJ. That's my homie, the heart and soul of East Lancaster. So, like, this fool out here told me to play 4 of this. I mean, like, I get why now. It's, like, literally for Nami. Because I fucking hate that deck. But it's, worst comes to worst, it's another 2K. So you play, what, 2, 8... So 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're playing 15 2Ks. And with this Gecko, it counts as a 2K also. So, like, you're playing so many 2Ks. This never came up because I never played against Boa. But, yeah, like, it's still good. I play 3 Pudding. Here, let me move this a little bit so fucking this shit doesn't... You know what? I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. Alright, so... This card, like, if your opponent has, like, 10, 11 cards in hand, you just play this, and they lose, like all that advantage. They just shuffle their hand to their deck, and they draw 5 cards. So, like, it's good against decks like NL, Black Yellow Luffy. I had an opportunity to use this against Bonnie, but Paul fucking still had the Bonnie searchers, and it's the ones that you rest, so you could just keep doing it turn after turn. So, like... So doing Pudding does nothing because he's still going to get like 8, 9 cards still. So like I have to remove them, and at that point I already discarded for counter. So like I might as well just use them to remove shit. Use my removal. So I play 4 Kaidos. I was thinking for like the longest time to play 3. But the problem with 3 is that like in my head I thought like, oh, you know, you could just draw into it with Boa. But like you already used Dawn at that point. So, like, drawing this would do nothing. So, I'd rather see it and just play it. Drawing 4 cards is very nice, especially because you have all these counters. So, like, you could just fucking discard to protect your shit. And you have a 12k fucking beater to beat their asses with. And these are, I think, the best cards in the deck. Let me leave it somewhere where people could fucking see it. Yeah, there you go. This is like last minute too, like the setup. So like I'm gonna set it up a lot better. So these 8 are the best card in the deck because you remove stuff and you draw a card. So you could draw a 2K, you could draw a Boa, you could draw Kaido, you could draw whatever the fuck you want. So you could draw Pudding. So able to remove this card removes what 2 level 6 or lower to it bottom decks of 2. So that means they can't like recycle them from grave or like to hand where they could like use them again. So this goes to the bottom deck. This is probably the best form of removal in the game so far. And this removes anything. Fucking like if they have a 9 drop Zoro, you just pay 6 Dawn to fucking get rid of this shit. And yeah. This is my list. I think I like how I fucking put it up. You saw that shit, guys? Like this looks clean. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's my list. I like the deck a lot, but currently loses to Lucci. And once 08 comes out, like this deck's gonna be like a lot better because they're gonna have a couple cards for support for this. And also, what's the structure deck? The blue structure deck? I mean, it helps Dolphy a lot more. But it does help Boa also. So I'm going to plan to play that too. Yeah. So overall, I wouldn't change anything. I probably when the structure deck comes out, I might switch her for something else. Because, let me see. Almost 12k counter is like good enough. Not 12k, sorry. 12 counter is good enough. I will make I'm probably not even going to see the ban list. I'm going to go... Saturday, I'm just going to go fresh out of my mind. Woo! With the ban list prediction. And because I have plenty of decks to build. I got White Forest. I got other shit, bro. So, like, you guys better be prepared, dog. Because I'm coming. Peace.